Hello Commanders, Rocket here, back with another Watch Your Realms video. Today we've got Beginner's Guide to Glory, Part 2. We'll be talking epic heroes, who I think you should look for, invest in, and some of the areas that they excel in. We'll just go into the gallery here, start off with the fighters. So first of all, Wrath. He's a lord, does some really nice damage. He has an exclusive artifact as well as an exclusive weapon. His skills, he comes with 15% crit damage or crit rate right off the hop. So that's 15%. You can run his weapon without crit rate. His exclusive artifact lets him do really nice single target and AoE damage. Just a no-brainer. I believe you get them for free, but if you come across some soul stones or copies, you're going to want to get him A5 as soon as possible. At least get him in your roster as quickly as you can. Ein. I got Ein quite early on, and he carried my team right through. He's surprisingly tanky, does a great amount of damage, does damage boosts, and he has a Lord skill, so periodically he's going to be boosting the Watcher faction. He's great. You don't really need his awakenings so much, as you'll stop using him later in the game, as where Wrath, you'll use him right up until mid-game. Okay, Deimos. Deimos is an absolute beast. He does a ton of damage. He's a nightmare faction. The only thing is his drop rates are quite rare, so be expected to invest your soul stones in him because more copies are going to be quite unlikely. But he is a great option. One of the best physical AoE damage dealing epics in the game, Estrid. I didn't get Estrid until I was already late game, but if you see her come up on a banner paired with a legendary and you want that legendary, try to get her copies. She's going to help you out in many aspects of the game. Old Thunder Thighs Estrid here. She's buck. Okay. So that being said, the kind of thing you can expect, well, you're going to need the gear for it, but this is just a good example of the DPS and the epic heroes. Really, I would try to go for everybody in here. Okay. And Deimos, you'll see he's a real beast. Elijah's a real beast. And even Vladov, and you'll learn all these heroes' names and by the way they look. La-da-da-da-da, we'll go back into it. Oh, Elijah. Well, Vladov, also a lord, puts out some good bleeds, does some really nice damage when paired with Wrath, for example. I wouldn't use him as a lord if you don't have to. As a chaotic lord, you're probably not going to have a lot of chaotic heroes, so pretty much he's best to bring in through a Nightmare Lord faction. Elijah is probably pound for pound the best single target. She is magic damage, but she's a lord. She brings in all kinds of stuff, the divinities she can cast. Crazy amount of true damage. And yeah, really good to have. If you have her in your roster early game, and the range that she has, well, when you max it out, it gets same tile as fighter units with that T shape. Absolute must to put your soul stones in her. Okay. For defenders, pretty much no brainer here. You're going to want to either look for Baron, okay, because he just, especially when you start awakening him, buddy, he just gets a bunch of HP back, and his alt, you can't kill him, and his alt comes back pretty quick. Really good tank. Along with Olog. You'll get Olog for free. I believe we used to get him when you complete the Void Rift. Maybe normal. Not too sure if it's the same, but if you can get copies of him, what have you, he's a great tank. He just constantly procs a shield for like 50% of his health, so he's broken. You'll use him beginning, mid, late, end game. You'll probably find people using him. So for tanks, those are the two you want to really go for beginning game. I mean, Isolde, if you can manage to pull her, perfect. Okay. Marksman, I'd have to say Eliza. I haven't really worked with her too much, but you're going to want, if you can get a Piercer Lord early game. I didn't have one until I think I pulled a Raka way late game before I had a. But I think they might have changed the rates for the Epics Lords drop too, so in the Ancient Banners. But Idril, number one epic marksman in the game, in my opinion. Her ultimate lets her shoot map wide, and then her A5, every time she makes a kill, she gets 3 seconds of her ult back. So you can find her in places where she's just doing nothing but ulting. You build her with good damage. Every time somebody else ults, she's getting like a super powered hit. So you can do some really cool things with her. So that's going to be your number one. Look out for Idril. And Maul as well. I didn't get Maul until very mid game. So his drop rates are probably a bit lower, I'm thinking. But he's got that range. He's got that really, really nice range, long range. And his awakenings are all amazing. They're all amazing. All right. Well, cost -5. His first 4 awakenings are amazing. And you'll see late game players using him all the time still. GVG. And at the beginning of the game, you can get away with Gear Raid 3. He can run the left side, so you're going to want to watch for him, get him awakened. Esme actually can do some decent damage if she's paired with, say, a Raka. So if you can get a Raka and you can pair Esme, then you're going to be laughing, because she does some really nice AoE damage. And it's physical damage as well. Okay, mages. Well, you're going to get Iona quite early off. She's probably pound for pound the best epic mage. I'm thinking, yeah, she's pound for pound the best. Well, AI's pretty good too. But Iona, you'll probably get her for free. Her awakenings are pretty cool. That one's she can do all kinds of stuff. She can put out enough damage to clear the cultist faction trials, I think up to 14, pretty much single-handedly. So keep your eye out for her. Mari is a must. You get Mari right at the beginning of the game, and she's the best CC pound for pound that I think there is. Lady Mina, she's going to be a replacement if you invest heavily into her. Okay. Greed, you're going to find Greed will help you a ton until a certain point, because his DPS, you run DPS Greed, he just puts out half of what Iona does. So, but keep your eye out for Greed. Really good hero. Those are Solde. Yeah, you need the gear, but she can do some pretty cool things even late game. And AI, I'll say AI is, she can put out so much damage, and her CC is just so good. especially you start awakening her. All her awakenings are really, really, really nice. Okay. She's just a very powerful hero. Part of one of the most powerful factions in the game, the Esotericists, and upcoming Northerners, so she's a must-have. You want to get her on your team. Healers. I mean, all the healers that are epic are pretty much going to do the same thing for you as far as PvE, but Dolores, that's a no-brainer. You're not going to get Diao. You're going to want Dolores. She provides damage boost for all your heroes during her ult, and she does the best job of it in the game. Okay. Vortex for his range, pretty much. He's going to help you out the most. Okay. Hollow for the range, and she has rage regen. I mean, Lily provides unyielding in her passive, so she's going to keep the team alive. So all the healers, all the epic healers, more or less, are about the same. Other than Lightlock, he's kind of trash unless you're using him real early game and you got no other options. But yeah, Nasande and Medan both put out cleanses so they can clear poisons and other null effects on your teams. So healers, until you really get into the legendaries, they're all really the same. They got little gimmicks each. You're probably going to get them all. You're going to want them all because you're going to need to use them all one way or another at a certain point of the game to progress. So that's about it. Those are the best. Those are the best from what I can see. Yeah. That's about it. That's about all I have for right now. I'll put out a Guide to Glory Part 3. We're going to be going into Soulstone development. The video I will post after this. So, as always, if you stayed till the end, I appreciate your time. Hope it helps. Thanks.